Hey there, family. Welcome on back. Welcome on back to Transcendent Love. Hey, if you're new, welcome in. Welcome in. And if you're an OG, welcome back. I appreciate you both, whatever category you fall in. If you're new, my name is Nettie, and this is the Transcendent Love channel where Nettie channels messages from Spirit in an effort to assist us all getting to where we're going and becoming the highest version of ourselves. We're making a return to our most sacred selves. It's in there. We just got to bring it out. So we're connecting more to it by way of Spirit's guidance. All that said, Spirit uses a number of different ways to do that. Sometimes scripture comes out, even though I'm not a religious person, it does come out. And we're just gonna go with the flow. Whatever spirit says, whatever spirit has me to do going forward, that's what we do. I sometimes combine words too for a number of reasons, and you can probably find that as not an anomaly in every single video. So that's something to look forward to. I make up new words every single day for you guys. Voila. Anyway, I hope that you all are fabulous and fantastic. Because I am living my life like it's golden in a Jill Scott kind of way. Anyway, I wanted to get on and let you all know what Spirit is saying per usual. Um, today is no different. Spirit talks every day, all day, if we're listening. But as you all know, I've been recording the messages the last week or two about this change that has occurred and how things have changed. And I recognize with the energy that for some of you, it might have like it started. I don't want to say it's not great. It started out great, and you were all energized and ready to go. And then somewhere along the way, you stepped a little bit into dread. But listen, if you find that you are stepping into dread, a couple things are happening. And what I mean by dread is like you're not feeling as great as you did originally with this move forward, with this new lifestyle change. That's normal, actually. You have to consider that you are training your brain in your old conditioning to do something completely different. There will be a fight, there will be an internal fight. But the more you train and condition your brain to do the new thing, the more comfortable and used to change your subconscious is. You're able to bring the subconscious into a measure or into awareness, into consciousness more mindfully. And so the thing that we're doing is without labeling it as such every single time, we are practicing neuroplasticity. We are changing our makeup, our mental makeup, and how we think about things, how we view things. So we have to be very particular, and we have to be very meticulous, and we have to be very calculated and intentional about how we do that. Your brain is going to continue to try to talk you away from and out of this change. Do not let it. Um, it's important for you to keep in mind the reason why you're changing, the reason why you are unlocking and doing things differently. The old ways are not ways that are going to get you where you are going. So, whatever your intention is for changing, make sure that when you start feeling not so great and your brain is trying to talk you out of the thing that you need to do, that you have scheduled to do, begin to have this conversation with yourself about why this is so significant. And it's not even a full on conversation. You are just hitting the override. You have to hit override on that voice of contrariness. That voice is going to try to talk you away from the thing that you have recommitted to doing. Override. Hit the override button. Don't give into what you are telling yourself. This old version of you is telling you today we don't have to do it. Wait till tomorrow. But if you think back, that is the old way. That is the way that it's been going. That is the reason why you have elected to change during this time. So don't give into it. Do the thing anyway. Listen, grab yourself up by your bootstraps and get that thing done. However, you got to do it, make sure you do it. On the other side, you will feel fantastic that you did it. And then you'll be able to see how that has been happening time and time again over time, every time you've tried to change. And again, it's not that that old way of thinking is trying to harm you, even though it will be harmful for you to stay in the same place and not change when you're trying to change. It is just trying to protect you based off of the old standard. You don't need that. You don't need that measure of protection. But that old part of you, that subconscious part of you, does not know that yet until you train it. So don't get down on yourself, but be strong, be courageous, be brave in this change against yourself, okay? Because there will be, and there has been already, internal conflict. But you have to be serious about this change. You have to be clear, and you will have to remind yourself every single day why you have made this change. You need to declare, decree, and affirm your way away from the thing that you're trying to get away from, that you're trying to stay away from. So if you have in your schedule to sit down and plan for an hour a day, and your mind tells you not today or I'm too tired, hit override. Go do it anyway. You will not always feel like doing the necessary things, but since they are necessary, it's necessary for you to do them anyway. Don't let this be an emotional experience. Sometimes it turns into too much, and more often than not, because we're thinking about it. We'll spend a lot of time. Thank you, Spirit, for reminding me. We'll spend a lot of time thinking about how we don't want to do it. The original thought pops up, I don't feel like it. But then we try to reason within ourselves why we don't need to do it or why it's significant not to do it. And, just more and more reasons why. But if you don't do that, if you block that off and you shut it down right quick and you just do the opposite thing and go and do right at that time what it is that you were trying to talk yourself out of doing, that will be the most beneficial thing to you. That is the thing that's going to actually help to cement the change that you are trying to make. So make sure that you override that old version of you, that old voice, because you have somewhere that you're trying to be. You have somewhere that you're trying to get to. So, on the backside of things, then you can have a talk with yourself and say, that is why. This feels great. I'm glad that I went on and did it anyway. And then begin to talk to yourself about what you were trying to do, what you were trying to accomplish, and why it's so important for you to do the thing that you did not feel like doing. I know, sounds kind of crazy, but It's that rehearsal, it's the repetition in the conversation that you're having with yourself that makes this so key and so important. You are an individual, you live inside of you, and you have to deal kindly with yourself. So it's very kind of you to let you know why you need to make this change. Your future self will thank you, and you will be very grateful that you had these talks with yourself about the better thing for you to do when you are where you are desires to be. So just let yourself know on the backside after you go ahead and hit override. Listen, sugar, honey, darling, I'm trying to be somewhere. And I say somewhere just for general practice. But if it's fitness and you don't feel like working out today, and this is one of the days that you have scheduled to work out, you go on and do that. Go on and get through it. And then you'll feel happy, you'll be great, you'll get that dopamine rush, and you'll be so grateful that you hit override. And at that point, you can say, don't you want that fit body? Don't you desire to look this way? Don't you want to be all that in a bag of chips? Ha, throwback. Probably haven't heard that in a while, have you? But yeah, you talk to yourself. If you want to be a writer, or you are a writer and you're trying to write a book, if you set time aside to write out these chapters, if that's a part of the plan, you go ahead and write that chapter or write that segment, and then you'll feel great. And on the other side, you can say, hey, it's important that we do this and we stick to this time frame because we are trying to be an accomplished author. We are trying to get to the other side of where we are now. There's such great reward on that side. These decisions, these right now things, this override that'll need to take place right here, right now, is significant to that point. But you are strong enough to do that. You are able to do that. But you have to be committed to it. So every single day, run this plan. You cannot put this plan on the back burner for a single day. You got to keep this thing in front of you because it is where you're trying to go. And if you don't keep it before you, it'll be so easy for you to talk yourself out of doing the things that are necessary to get you there. Hit that override as often as necessary to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. If you haven't got the plan together, sit down and get the plan together to avoid piss poor performance. Get you some proper planning. Do all the things that are necessary to get you to where you're trying to go. You don't want to be right here next year. You don't want to be right here in 6 months. So whenever that kicks up and you start thinking I could do it tomorrow, I could do it later, I'm too tired, I don't feel like it, stop. Just stop. Just shut that part of your brain down and just go and do the thing anyway. You never regret having done it anyway on the other side. More more often than not, when you get to the other side, you're always grateful that you went ahead and did it. But make your plan easy to accomplish. The better you get at that at first, the harder you can kind of add to it. But right now, set yourself up to succeed so that you're not getting down on yourself for not accomplishing the things that you have planned to accomplish. So make a reasonable plan to get you going, something you can commit to for the next 30 days. And then you adjust and make tweaks along the way as necessary. And then you can add more to it as time goes. But the objective is to get used to making these measured changes in the direction that you were trying to go. Your brain is always going to try to talk you out. You cannot afford that if you do not want to remain where you are. Don't listen to it. Do the thing that you have planned to do. Okay? Stick to the plan. And you will be happy that you did. You will get to where you're going. You will accomplish the things that you are desirous to accomplish. Stick to the plan. And that's the message. I leave you this message in love and in light, only and always. And until the next time, y'all got a little short one today. Until next time, take care, love on yourself, love on others.